doctor visit. Tell me, doctor, am I really sick? He said I'm showing characteristics of being a snobby bitch.
What is up, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I do my eyebrows. So the first thing you want to do is get an angle brush, and I'm going to be using the Anastasia dipbrow for this tutorial today in the color chocolate. So the first thing you want to do is take your angle brush and dip it into the pomade, and usually I cover both sides in the middle, and then I'll wipe the excess off onto the back of my hand. This also warms up the product, so it's easier to apply. So as you can see, I'm going to be lining the bottom of my brow. You just want to trace the shape of your eyebrow. If you do want to make your eyebrows thicker, I recommend tracing the shape to make them thicker once you get to the top of your brow. I would never line the bottom of my brows any thicker or any lower than what they naturally are. So now, as you can see, I'm starting to line the top of my eyebrow, starting from the tail first, and then I'm going to create kind of an arch because I don't really have an arch in my eyebrow at the moment since I did shave it off on accident. So I'm going to be overlining where my hairs actually stop at on my brow. So once I'm done either tracing where my natural hairline is or overdrawing my eyebrow, I'm just going to fill in the middle. I'm going to fill in the middle about halfway to the front because I do not want the front of my brows to be super dark. So once you get to the front of your brow, you want to wipe off some of the excess product. Wow. And you want to turn your brush sideways and kind of lightly fill in the hair. So after I do that, I'm going to be taking a spoolie, and the spoolie kind of blends the product in together. So I'm going to brush out, and I'm going to brush up, and then I'm going to brush the product into the tail of my eyebrow as well. So I'm going to be using the NYX Got You Covered Full Coverage Concealer, and I'm going to be using a flat brush for that. So I'm going to wipe off the excess on the brush because you never want to have too much concealer. So after I do that, I'm going to line the bottom of my brow, cleaning up any mistakes or any extra product that might have smudged onto the hair or smudged under the hair. And this is honestly my favorite part of doing my brows. Like, look how relaxing that is. Just watch me just sculpt out that eyebrow and just make it look 100 times better. Like, ugh. So once I'm done with that, I'm just going to blend it out with my finger. And now we're moving on to the top of our brow. And for that, I usually use a foundation that's closer to my skin tone, just in case I don't put on a full face of makeup when I do my eyebrows. So I'm going to wipe off the excess of that too. And I do want to make sure I cover both sides of the brush, just in case I have to use both sides. So I'm just going to be cleaning my brow up the same way I did on the bottom, on the top. I do want to emphasize something that I do, which is after I finish cleaning it up and I blend the concealer into my face, I make sure that the concealer that I put in front of the brow at the very beginning gets blended into the product of the eyebrow. I always try to take my finger and blend it just lightly into the front of the eyebrow. I feel like it gives it more of a gradient effect before I take the spoolie and brush it out. So after I take the spoolie and brush and blend everything together, I'm going to be taking a dark eyeshadow, which is this dark brown from the 252 palette that I have by Coastal Scents, and I'm just going to be using that to clean up any imperfections that I have and fill in any light spots, because there always is a chance of getting a light spot when you're using a pomade. So I do want to go over it with a powder or with an eyeshadow, because I don't have a powder, just to make sure that everything is really neat and really uniform. So once I do that, I'm going to be going into my Coastal Scents palette again and going in with this really light brown color that is going to be at the front of my brow. And I do want to take my brush and turn it to the side the same way I did when I was using the pomade and blend it out just to make sure there's a really nice gradient effect going on. So you guys, that is my eyebrow tutorial. As you can see, my eyebrows were really sparse at first, and then in the after they look really thick. They look really not natural, but on a full face they look really uniform and really put together. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on the post notification bell so you can be notified every time I post a video.